Hello, everyone. Paul Harrell here with Harrell Realty Group. So today's topic is, has the coronavirus doomed the Airbnb market? And how's that going to affect the real estate market or the mortgage industry? So you don't want to miss this. So stay tuned. So I was going through Instagram today, and a good friend of mine had sent me a post that somebody else had posted up on Instagram, stating that Airbnb is about to drastically affect the mortgage industry and the real estate market, because there's a lot of super hosts or just hosts that may have went out and purchased many properties. They specifically stated 10, 20, 30 properties, which is very possible. And I'm pretty sure there aren't a lot of people that have purchased that many properties, just because I know that there's several people that are doing it a different way by renting apartments. So the flip side is that, yeah, there's probably going to be some losses on both ends for a couple months, just because, travel is down. Not very many people are skeptical about flying. We've been instructed to self-quarantine, staying in our homes, and not really trying to go out and interact with people right now, just because they want to try to flatten this curve for the virus spreading, which is totally understandable. I really hope that everybody is able to stay safe, healthy, and if they happen to catch it, I hope that they're able to fight it fairly quickly and move on with their lives. But my thought process on it is that if you're purchasing 10 to 30 properties and your objective was to Airbnb them, I would, and you're doing that well, because I've been in the Airbnb business for the past year and a half myself. And if you have that many properties and you're a super host, clearly you've been doing fairly well for yourself and making a lot of money. So you have some reserves on hand to sustain yourself for a few months, if not at least three to 4 months. That's if you've been smart with your money. And I would think if you're that big of an investor, you're very, very smart with your money. Being that big of an investor, you know how to leverage what you have. So especially if you own that many properties, you know that you'll be able to just go ahead and put it on the market to rent. Rental rates are still up, just because not everybody can afford to purchase a home or have the know-how to do it or have the credit to purchase their own home. So I don't really foresee there being a major change in the mortgage industry or even the real estate market, because owning that many properties, you're smart with your investments and you're smart with your money. This is pretty much a time where we have to reorganize how we do business, because as we know, with the real estate industry, we know that there's ups and there's downs. And when you're investing in real estate, you're investing a certain amount of money to prepare yourself for a downturn. That's why it is that many investors don't spend market value for a home. You have to be able to put yourself in a position to know that if the market has a downturn, rental rates may drop, and I need to be able to get this place rented out to at least cover the mortgage, taxes, insurance, and all that great stuff, lawn care, whatever maintenance needs you have for that particular property. But I don't see there being a major shift like that. Of course, it hurts super host pockets. It hurts the Airbnb that is depending on the funds and the rental income to sustain them. But hopefully things will turn around within the next 2 to 3 months, and we'll be able to at least start having people feeling more comfortable to fly again, and travel and do all those good things. But ultimately, you always got to have a backup plan. So the backup plan is if you're in a position to unload the properties, because right now is still a decent time to be able to sell a home, because as you know, mortgage rates are still crazy low, and there's people out here always trying to buy a home, and there's always somebody trying to rent a home. You know, people's leases are coming up, and their rates may start going up, and they're trying to find something that they can find a little more reasonable that's within their budget. So this isn't a time to really sit and squander in the pain of what's going on. You know, this is most definitely a time to start strategizing and reorganizing and executing that reorganization plan. And I think at this time right now, several properties that some of these super hosts may have, they're probably going to have to put it on the market to rent it out for at least 6 months to a year until things start to get better. The travel industry starts to heat back up, and once the travel industry heats back up, they'll be in a position to jump back into it. But I also think there's opportunity as well, because yes, there's a lot of super hosts and a lot of people that have been doing Airbnb, that have been renting apartments, which isn't always looked at positively from a property manager's perspective. So I know that there's a lot of property managers that try to sniff out those that are Airbnb and their units and trying to evict them. But I've heard of sometimes of that some of these property managers are trying to call some of these hosts back and asking them to release their property, release their units, because things are looking a little glim right now. So it's working out on both ends. I think a lot of people are trying to cut deals right now, so that they can keep the money flowing in their units. But as I said, I think there's going to be some opportunity for people that are actually still in the game, that actually own one or two properties, because a lot of people can't afford to pay those rents anymore for those apartments. So once things start to get better, hopefully by this summer, I think that there's going to be a lot of opportunities and people being able to recoup some funds once the summertime hits. But it all depends on how fast the cure can be produced, and how fast they can start getting people healthy and getting people back to feeling comfortable with traveling again. So, that's my take on it. If you are a super host, if you're a host and you're in the Metro Atlanta area, and you feel like you want to take the second plan, take that additional plan of renting the place out, give me a call. I'm more than happy to assist you with getting your home rented, and we'll get it rented for the terms that you feel fit, that's best for your strategy, and we'll talk about it and see how we can make it work. All right, so don't hesitate to subscribe to my channel. I have a lot of good information coming, and also please go follow my Instagram page, which is at Harrell Realty Group, and my Facebook page, which is Harrell Realty Group as well. And as you see here on YouTube, is Harrell Realty Group. That's HARRELL Realty Group. All right. So appreciate you guys taking the time, taking a look at this video. Please share it with others. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. All right. So until the next video, I'll see you later.